The Stagecoach is a true Texas icon, dating back to the days when it was a stop along the old Chisholm Trail and an early stagecoach route between Waco and Austin. This is co-owner and Texas preservationist David Hayes.
W.B. Armstrong actually built the hotel in 1860, and it was called the Shady Villa.
Wow.
And that was kind of the stagecoach stop where so many famous people came.
So that's this two-story structure we're sitting in.
This two-story structure
right
with
now.
a porch.
Okay. I mean, Main Street must have looked so different. I mean, no I-35, clearly. So this must have been the main stagecoach thoroughfare, or, covered wagons.
That's right. It was the I-35 of its time. Chisholm Trail was, and because of the people that were going up and down it, and they needed to stop, wanted to have a drink of spring water, have something to eat, or needed a place to stay, it became very historic. It's the second oldest hotel in Texas.
That's incredible. Second only to the Minger Hotel across the street from the Alamo. But folks have been lodging at this spot for even longer, as this hotel was built on top of an old Tonkawa village. This giant pecan was even bent by the Indians to mark the spot where the natural springs could be accessed for fresh water, right down into this cave. Wow. Now this is freaky. And legend holds that somewhere in this cave is old Spanish gold. And so many treasure hunters would trespass to come find it that they had to build that shed on top of it to keep people out. But luckily, David opened it up for us. I'm not sure how far I want to go in here. And sure enough, down at the bottom is a natural spring-fed pool. But no need to chase old legends of Spanish gold, as the documented history is incredible enough.
This is what we call the Sam Houston room, and Sam Houston actually stayed and slept here.
What?
Spent the night in this very room.
In this room?
And gave a speech on the porch. So it's very famous. As a matter of fact, we've had a lot of famous people that have stopped through here over the years.
If there were a guest book, well, it would read like a who's who of the Texas frontier. After the frontier faded, the Stagecoach found itself under the stewardship of the Von Bibbers, who turned it into the famous roadside stop that many Texans remember today. But after decades, the years of neglect and lack of maintenance caught up to this landmark. And despite being open for more than a century and a half, it closed. And that's when David and the others came to the rescue.
Stagecoach Inn was closed when we bought it, and it hadn't had a renovation in decades. We came in, a group of investors, and we've spent a substantial amount of money renovating it, bringing it up to date.
You guys are put in such an interesting position, bringing this to the present, but not forgetting about its past.
That's absolutely right. We've been very cognizant of the history of the hotel, and yet you want to modernize it and make it attractive to the next generation.
It feels like a frontier chic. Is that a word?
That's right.
I love it. From the renovated rooms, to the Instagram-worthy pool, to the craft cocktail-inspired bar, this place exudes Texas uniqueness. But one thing that will never change about the Stagecoach is its desire to fill all travelers' bellies with tasty Texas cooking, even if waitresses like Betsy no longer work here. These days, it's under the watch of Chef David Bull. Yes, the CIA-trained, James Beard-nominated, Iron Chef competing staple of the Austin culinary scene, is now in charge of one of the oldest restaurants in Texas. What was the mission? I mean, here's a place that's been in business for 150 years.
Yeah.
So make a totally new menu, or?
Our mission was to certainly pay tribute to the old and the history and the multiple generations that have been here over the past, but then also bring a new sense of modern dining. But still, we're in Central Texas and still paying tribute to the Texas type of cuisine that we've all grown to love.
And one menu item they could never cut: the beloved Stagecoach Hush Puppies.
Woo! You can't get much more traditional.
No.
And comfortable than that.
Oh, man.
It's good, right?
Oh, yeah, that's delicious. And another I'm not so familiar with, but that's been a Stagecoach staple for decades: tomato aspic. So it is essentially savory Jell-O, right?
It is savory Jell-O. Yep.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Yeah.
And maybe a jellified gazpacho with something in it. Like, I didn't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting that.
We really want you to try a little bit of the kind of the new take on a couple things. We got a great seared salmon with a jalapeno cream corn.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll go back to the classics of the traditional strawberry kiss dessert for lunch today. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down. All right, here we go. I got a little bit of the new school of Stagecoach and a little bit of the old school. This looks like a dessert. It is actually banana fritters served with the entree. I was like deep fried banana bread, man. That's insanely delicious. Oh, we're eating good today, my friends. Yes, yes. Very, very much yes. A really nice, fresh, clean piece of salmon, but seared so it's crispy on the outside. That's a hard thing to compete with people's memories, you know, especially when you change a Texas institution. But these guys have done it absolutely the right way. The proof is in the pudding. In my case, the salmon.
And now for the grand finale in true Stagecoach fashion.
It wouldn't be a prefix meal at the Stagecoach without finishing with a strawberry kiss. Vanilla ice cream, baked meringue, a whole lot of strawberry goo, these little strawberry puffy things.
Maybe strawberry kisses?
Ah. Oh,
Mind blown.
Daniel.
I just saw it happen.
Look at that. It's like sugar on top of sugar, glazed with sugar.
Amen.
It's not just a kiss from the strawberry. I mean, like, you're making out with the strawberry here. Like, this is